Hello friends, for opening Demat account, please make use of the link available in description. Totally we have prepared 10 videos in fundamental analysis series. This is the 7th video. Watch all these 10 videos one by one so that you can easily understand the concept. Definitely these 10 videos will help you for doing fundamental analysis. Remaining videos link are in description. In this video, we are going to see about stock valuation model. In previous videos, I had discussed about very important 8 parameters. Using that 8 parameters, we can screen the good shares. If you like to analyze any company, first you check out of 8 parameters whether at least 6 parameters are positive, like that first you check. If at least 6 parameters are positive, then we can consider that company for doing further analysis. That 8 parameters will be more helpful for screening the good shares. After selecting the good shares, next step what you have to do means you have to predict target price of that company share. Target price means in future what will be that company shares market price. That is called target price. This calculation is called stock valuation. In India, all the listed companies will prepare the annual report for every financial year. In India, financial year means 1st April to 31st March. That is one financial year. Mostly, all the companies will publish the annual report by May month. So, by the first week of June month, all the companies' balance sheet, profit and loss account statement, cash flow statement, like this, all the data will be updated in Money Control website. We are going to do the stock valuation for DMart. DMart is the brand name of Avenue Supermart. Financial year 2019 to 2020's all the financial details were updated in Money Control website. I had checked the financial details of DMart. In that, out of 8 parameters, 7 parameters are positive. So, next step, we have to calculate the target price of DMart using stock valuation. DMart current market price is 2,135 rupees 55 paise. Similarly, how much the DMart share price will rise in this financial year, that we are going to calculate. That is, we are going to calculate the target price for DMart. Market capitalization formula is company's total number of shares into market price of the share. Suppose if you like to calculate total number of shares of any company, then simply you put market capitalization divided by market price. You will get total number of shares of that company. Market capitalization means market value of a company. That is called market capitalization. For example, let me assume that today market capitalization of DMart is 5 crore rupees. Then if you like to buy DMart, then you have to pay that 5 crore rupees. Then only you can buy that DMart. Always market capitalization value will change based on the market price of the share. Suppose if you are buying DMart, then addition to that 5 crore rupees, you have to pay for the loan which DMart had taken. For example, let me assume that DMart long-term borrowing as 3 crore rupees. So, addition to that market capitalization 5 crore rupees, you have to pay long-term borrowings 3 crore rupees also. And also, when you buy DMart, cash and cash equivalent of DMart will be given in your hand. For example, let me assume that cash and cash equivalent of DMart as 1 crore rupees. This 1 crore rupees will be given in your hand. So, from market capitalization plus long-term borrowing, I can subtract cash and cash equivalent amount. Finally, if you like to buy DMart, then how much amount really you want to pay means market capitalization 5 crore rupees plus long-term borrowings 3 crore rupees minus cash and cash equivalent 1 crore rupees. Finally, I will get 7 crore rupees. This is the real value of DMart. If you pay this amount, then you can buy DMart. This real value is called as enterprise value. In this video, we are going to do the stock valuation using EV by EBITDA ratio. EV means enterprise value, that is real value of a company. Next, EBITDA means earnings before interest, tax, depreciation and amortization. Using this EV by EBITDA ratio only, we are going to do this stock valuation. In this stock valuation method, first step we have to calculate previous year's EBITDA growth rate. Using that EBITDA growth rate value, we have to calculate the estimated enterprise value of DMart. That is, before the end of this financial year, what will be the estimated enterprise value of DMart that we have to calculate. Next step, using the estimated enterprise value, we have to calculate the estimated market capitalization. For this, we know the formula: enterprise value is equal to market capitalization plus long-term borrowings minus cash and cash equivalent. Using this formula, we can calculate the estimated market capitalization. Finally, if you divide market capitalization by total number of shares, then you will get the target price. In this stock valuation method, we are using the EBITDA growth rate. So, this method will be more accurate than other methods in calculating target price. In Money Control website, I had opened the data of DMart. At the top, you can find the link Financial. Click that link. If you click the link Financial, then below that many link will open. In that, click the link Ratios. Under this topic Ratios, many important financial data are available, like price to earnings ratio, price to book value ratio, current ratio, return on capital employed. Like this, many financial data are available. In Ratios, if you scroll down, then you will find a topic Valuation Ratios. Under this topic, enterprise value will be available. Below that, EV by EBITDA ratio also will be available. These two data are needed for doing stock valuation. In 2017 only, DMart got listed in share market. So that only 2016 data was not available. Normally for doing stock valuation, last 4 years data is more sufficient. Easily you can copy this data from Money Control website and you can paste in Excel sheet. You can copy DMart last 4 years enterprise value and last 4 years EV by EBITDA ratio and paste in Excel sheet so that it will be easy for you to apply formula. Now I had copied enterprise value and EV by EBITDA value and pasted in this table. Next step, using this data, I am going to calculate the last 4 years EBITDA value of DMart. We know the enterprise value and also we know the EV by EBITDA ratio. So, if you divide enterprise value by EV by EBITDA ratio, then you will get the EBITDA value. After calculating the last 4 years EBITDA value of DMart, next step, we have to calculate the EBITDA growth rate. That is, in 2017, DMart EBITDA is 995 crore rupees. In 2018, DMart EBITDA is 1410 crore rupees. So, when compared to 2017, in 2018, EBITDA growth rate is 41.7%. Similarly, in 2019, EBITDA growth rate is 20.1% and in 2020, EBITDA growth rate is 29.1%. Next step, using that last 3 years EBITDA growth rate value, we are going to calculate the last 3 years average EBITDA growth rate. That is, we have to calculate the average value of 41.7%, 20.1% and 29.1%. In this stock valuation method, using the previous year's EBITDA growth rate value, we can calculate the target price. But it will be less accurate because there is a chance that EBITDA growth rate may reduce in 1 year and EBITDA growth rate may rise in another year. So that only we are taking the average value of last 3 years. By taking this average value, our calculation will be more accurate. Next step, using the average EBITDA growth rate value, we are going to calculate the expected EBITDA value. That is, we are going to take the assumption that in 2021, if EBITDA growth rate is 30.3%, then what will be the expected EBITDA value in 2021? That we are going to calculate. In 2020, DMart EBITDA is 2185 crore rupees. If this EBITDA value grow by 30.3%, then in 2021, expected EBITDA is 2847.6 crore rupees. Next step, using these two data, that is expected EBITDA value in 2021 and 2020's EV by EBITDA ratio. Using these two data, we are going to calculate the expected enterprise value of DMart. In 2021, expected EBITDA value 2847 crore rupees multiplied by EV by EBITDA ratio in 2020 is 65.19 I will get 1,85,635 crore rupees. That is, in 2021, expected enterprise value of DMart is 1,85,635 crore rupees. From expected enterprise value, next step we have to calculate the expected market capitalization. For that, from expected enterprise value, we have to deduct long-term borrowings of DMart and we have to add cash and cash equivalent of DMart. From this, we will get the expected market capitalization. I had taken this data from Money Control website. In DMart balance sheet, we have to take this data. That is, under the topic non-current liabilities, long-term borrowings will be available. DMart long-term borrowing is 0. That is, DMart is a debt-free company. Next, in balance sheet, under the topic current assets, cash and cash equivalent data will be available. DMart cash and cash equivalent is 92.24 crore rupees. DMart expected enterprise value 1,85,635 crore rupees minus long-term borrowings 0 plus cash and cash equivalent 92.24 crore rupees. So, in 2021, expected market capitalization of DMart will be 1,85,727 crore rupees. After calculating market capitalization, next step, we have to divide expected market capitalization by total number of shares, so that we will get the target price. For this, we need total number of shares of DMart. DMart current market capitalization is 1,38,299 crore rupees and DMart current market price is 2,135 rupees 55 paise. Using these two data, we can calculate the total number of shares of DMart. DMart market capitalization 1,38,299 crore rupees divided by DMart market price 2,135 rupees 55 paise. We will get 64.8 crore shares. That is, DMart total number of shares 64.8 crore shares. Now, we are going to divide expected market capitalization by total number of shares. Expected market capitalization 1,85,727 crore rupees divided by total number of shares 64.8 crore shares. We will get 2,866 rupees. That is, DMart target price is 2,866 rupees. So, in this financial year 2020 to 21, DMart share will reach the target price of 2,866 rupees. Currently, DMart is trading at 2,135 rupees 55 paise. So, if I buy the share of DMart today, then I will get the profit of 34% in this year. Normally, whenever I like to invest in any company, I will do the stock valuation. If the profit is at least 25%, then only I will think of investing in that company. In our calculation, we had found that DMart may give 34% profit. That is a good profit. Let me take a small example. Let me assume one company share. Let me assume that company shares current market price as 85 rupees. And let me assume that by stock valuation, I had found the target price of that company share as 100 rupees. What is the meaning for this means, today if I buy that company share for 85 rupees, then at the end of this financial year, that company share price may reach 100 rupees. That is the meaning for this. So, today if I buy for 85 rupees, then by the end of this financial year, I can sell that share for 100 rupees. So, because of this, my profit will be around 17%. But my expected profit is at least 25%. So, if I invest now, then I will get less profit. But completely I will not avoid this company share also. In this situation, what I will do means, I will wait till the share price reduces. If the share price reduces and if it is trading around 75 rupees, by that time I will buy that share. So, because of this, I will get my expected profit. In this stock valuation, at any case, I cannot give any guarantee that compulsorily the share price will reach the calculated target price like that. In share market, nobody can give guarantee for any company share. Stock valuation model which we have seen is EV by EBITDA model. This model will be more suitable for capital intensive companies. Capital intensive companies means businessman will invest large capital amount in his business and from that business he will generate earnings every year. That is capital intensive companies. For example, telecom industry, retailers, refineries, this type of industries are capital intensive industries. For this type of industries only, EV by EBITDA model will be suitable. Next, for sectors like software, insurance, for these type of industries, price to earnings model will be suitable. Next, for banking and finance sectors, price to book value model will be suitable. For non-cyclical industries like FMCG, pharma industry, for these type of industries, discounted cash flow model will be suitable. Next, which are the companies give more dividend? For that companies, dividend yield model will be suitable. In future, if I do videos in other stock valuation model, then I will definitely put that link in this video description. In company analysis, last part was stock valuation. So, we had came to the end of company analysis. After calculating target price for any company share, directly you don't invest your money. Please do industry analysis, economy analysis and qualitative analysis. Like company analysis, remaining analysis also very important. In our channel, we have prepared totally 8 videos in the concept of basics of stock market. Please watch all those videos for understanding the basic terms in share market. All the videos link are in description. In this video, if you have any doubt, please make a comment, I will reply.